everybody. Good morning, or afternoon, or night, if you're one of those weirdos that stays on the internet at very unhealthy hours of the evening, like Hellwind. Welcome to the 7th episode, the 7th installment of your favorite RuneScape podcast. Sorry, Mint Mad Cow. We're taking the throne. I'm going to be on his podcast soon, by the way.
Oh, really?
Just
nice.
a little thing there. But yeah, welcome, everybody. Good to be back. I'm here with my other hosts here. Anions, we'll start with you. What have you been up to?
What's going on, guys? I've just been working my life away. Pretty cool news. I think I'm getting promoted to full-time at work, so that's nice. But which means, it's going to be harder for me to make videos because I'll be working all the time. I got 6 nights coming up that I'm working in a row, which sucks. But yeah, I've just been brainstorming things for the One Small Mistake series that I'm working on with my friend. It's taking forever. I'm sorry that's taking forever for people who have actually been waiting for it. Thank you for waiting, but it's getting there. It's just hard for me to get down to it. But
yeah, you're really pissing me off with how long that's taken. Sent you those voice files like a month ago. Anyway, but yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to Anions, go ahead and get him a little tickle in his under his chin, because he makes videos that are actually not a new Ultimate Iron Man series. We'll get to that later, but he makes the skits, he does the comedy, he does the funny. So a little shout out to him.
Funny.
Yeah, he paid me $25 before we started recording to say that. But I'm also here with Hellwind. Hellwind, what are you doing? What you been up to?
Hi. Yeah. So. You guys know that I have a bad gambling addiction with RuneScape already, right?
Oh, yeah.
You think they're going to answer you?
Doreen is my good friend. No, I'm talking to you two.
Okay.
But so I went gambling in real life for the first time a few days ago. I had $35 to my name. I was going to make it last as long as I possibly could. Yeah, about 10 minutes later, I was walking with a voucher that says 75 cents.
What would you play?
A few slots.
Oh.
Because I didn't really do any cards like that. I don't have the fucking big boy money for that shit. Plus, I'm a fucking moron. So I would not know.
Here's my deal.
First thing about cards.
Here's my deal here. You said you're playing the slot machines, right?
Yeah.
Now, it blows my mind. I was born and raised in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I grew up where you'd literally go to gas stations and find fucking slot machines there, like right next to the Diet Cokes.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, no, that's a real thing. If you go to Vegas, they're in the gas stations too.
No, why would they put it near the Diet Coke?
Because it's the best thing to drink during a hard day, and it really calms the nerves. Good taste, everything, all the above. Not sponsored, by the way. But anyway, I always looked at those things, and even from a kid, I was like, why the fuck would you put money into that thing where all you're doing is pressing buttons? That thing can spew out whatever the fuck it wants, which is exactly what RuneScape does with those assholes that set up bots in the Grand Exchange who are just like doing automated gambling and end up just scamming you. It's like, you don't know what that algorithm is. Like, no one understands that. House always wins. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I was up $10 at one point, but I wasn't walking away with less than 100.
The dual arena should have taught you that was exactly what's gonna happen. So
it should have, but I still didn't learn from the dual arena either, because you usually get cleaned about once a month.
Yeah, no one ever learns. I'm glad.
No, absolutely not.
I'm glad people's bits on your newly acquired stream are going straight to the slot machines. But I'll go ahead.
Anyway,
and I'll touch on what I've been doing.
Fuck me then, I guess.
Yeah. Donate to Hellwind if you want him to keep trying the slot machines out. I'm a busy bee. I've been buzzing. I have no time for anything. If you're in college right now, don't take 18 credit hours of majority writing classes, because your fingers will get arthritis within the first week. And I'm going on week 4 or 5 of the semester right now. I think 5, yeah. And I have full hand replacements, robotic arms by now. So
you're really deep into the arthritis game.
I'm deep. I'm so deep.
Wow.
They said we gotta do something about that, and they amputated them, and now we're here. But other than that, I've been trying to brainstorm some skits. I got so bored in my class the other day. I hand wrote a skit, like a 3-page skit literally with a pencil and with like formatting a script. I felt like a psychopath, but I had to do something. But no, I'm brainstorming skits. I want to make them real nice and juicy for you guys. I don't want to put some bullshit out. But someone asked on the last Bankstandin, like, is Bankstandin? Is this it? Is this what Jimmy's gonna turn into? No, it's not. We just do Bankstandin because it's fun. It's a relief for us, and it's not as tedious as putting fucking a million words over heads for a 3-minute video. So that's that. But anyway, let's get into it. This is the topic that I have not brought up yet in full detail that I need to, because it's been if you follow me on Twitter, which if you're not, what are you doing? I've been buzzing all around Twitter, bothering Jagex moderators over this because I'm getting very money hungry. I'll be honest with you. I really want my prize for the Current video competition. It is I got announced that winner thing a month and a half ago. I got announced as the winner.
It was really already a month and a half ago?
Yes, it was a month and a half ago.
God.
They're notorious for average time of about 4 months to get the prize to whoever won. 4 months. Yeah, I think there's still people from the King of the Skill competition. I don't even know when that was. It was
it was a little over a year ago.
Yeah, that was at like 2007 release. So
2007. Yeah, it was 2017 December when it was announced.
Jesus. Yeah, that's what are you doing? So basically, it's been a while, and I kind of expected it going in because I had heard about the rumors. But here's the deal. Mod Gambit, bless his soul, he's probably dealing with a shit show. We have no idea about their system that's completely fucked financially. I don't know who he's dealing with and what kind of paperwork he has to do for it. But this is what got me, is the day after I won, he slides in my DMs on Twitter. And he goes, hey, we'll get you sorted out and everything. Like, is this email good for you? Is it all set up? Is this how you want to receive it? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And he's like, all right, we'll get it to you soon. Without me contacting him, he gets back to me about 5 days later and goes, hey, just want to get some more information here, like trying to set it up, get it to you by the end of this week. I was like, okay.
Wow.
And that was the last I heard from him. So here we are. About a month and a half later, he leaves me on red in the DMs now.
Oh no.
So I've been causing a little bit of a ruckus on my own Twitter. I'm not going to go around and make Reddit posts like the ice cream Y did for his computer. I don't want to be obnoxious about it.
World 66 riot, by the way.
Yeah, just causing riots in houses and house portals. But I don't know. It's really shitty that they don't have a good system set up. And
no, it's fucking awful.
This was the tip of the iceberg. You guys know Critical. I know we know Critical. Not a big deal. Who cares?
Good boy. Love him.
Yeah, 3+ million subscribers. Who cares? Interviewed him. Go check that podcast out too. He released a video the other day talking about the monkey nut situation again, because he takes a lot of pride in it. I would too. And he gave us a little update. And right before he got into the juice of this update of his monkey nuts, he announces that the video is sponsored by Oldschool Runescape. They reached out to him.
No way.
And slid him some money, and he got sponsored by Jagex, those slimy little boys.
Oh my God.
My argument was, and this wasn't the only guy, Call Me Kevin, I've been following him forever. I think he's played RuneScape, but obviously he's not an avid RuneScape player. He's got a few million subscribers as well, and I was watching one of his Sims videos, and sure enough, he's like, this Oldschool RuneScape is mobile now, Kebos, Lowlands. He doesn't know how to pronounce it. He doesn't play the game. But they fucking paid him to make that video. They are taking shit out of their budget, tossing it to people, and letting them market it. Which I'm fine with. Do it. I don't care. People gotta live. They gotta make a career out of YouTube. They gotta get sponsors. If Jagex wants to do that, go ahead. But fucking give me my goddamn fucking prize money! It's no different.
They're like, we gotta pay this guy, and they're like, oh no, wait, that's Jim's money. Ah, it's all good here, pay him.
Fuck him.
It's an Amazon gift card, which is like, is that's what's causing the delay here? Is because it's not a direct PayPal payment or something? I don't.
It's so fucking stupid.
And
like,
yeah,
I don't get it. It's so stupid. Like, why would they not have the fucking Amazon voucher before announcing the damn contest?
That's another issue. Is why don't you have this figured out prior to the contest? Why is it so difficult? It's just not that difficult. I feel like if you want Jagex, you can hire me. I'll take care of it. It's not that hard to look at an Excel spreadsheet, see the budget for marketing and community, and dish it out appropriately, and walk into the office of the guy to check it off and fucking do it. It's really simple. Granted, I don't know what's going on in their operations. I'm rattled. I'm not going to keep ranting about it, but there's my TED Talk.
It just shouldn't be that fucking hard.
Yeah, there's my TED Talk.
That was a good TED Talk.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. I'm going to put this oxygen mask to my face since I just screamed for 5 minutes. Anions, if you want to get us started on the next topic, you go ahead.
All right, so a lot of people have been going crazy about the dock in Draenor. Same with the pub, too, in Lumbridge. And then the new X marks the spot quest, which I haven't even done that quest yet.
It takes like 5 minutes.
I don't know anything about it. But I'm assuming that it kind of has to do with the dock and stuff. It kind of pushes you towards there to that kind of stuff. But a lot of people have been going crazy, which the dock and Draenor thing doesn't bother me too much. I know I saw on Twitter that they're going to make it smaller because it was really big. And I saw it and I was like, oh, cool, a boat in Draenor. Why not? It didn't really bother me that much, but a lot of people have been freaking out about it. So what do you guys feel about that?
Well, it's just the thing is the quest is just to introduce free players to Zaya. That's all it is. Like it's an easy way to show them like how to get to Zaya, how to find Veos. So Veos was moved to Draenor because it's easier to find him.
Sure.
Easier to that's how you get to Zaya. Cool. So I think it's just fucking stupid. People are livid about the pub in Lumbridge.
Yeah, what? Like, why?
What did it replace? Just a random house?
Just a random fucking house.
Okay.
That no one used for anything, had no significance. It was just a random fucking house.
Is Veos in that house? I haven't even checked.
At the start of the quest, yes.
Okay.
So but that's not how you get to Zaya. You got to go to the dock and travel with him the same way there.
So, has someone tried this out? If you start the quest in that pub, and then you're on a members world, and you go to Veos in the Port Sarim dock, is that still the method of? Does that still work in the storyline, or do you have to go from Draenor?
You have to go from Draenor. He's no longer at Port Sarim.
Oh, he's not.
Oh, he just packed up the office and left.
Oh.
Yeah, they moved him from Port Sarim to Draenor.
Oh, I thought. Okay, see,
so it's easier to find him now.
Yeah, see, okay, I thought the stupidity of it was that he was in two places. And
no, they moved him.
They just completely.
And they changed his character model too.
They did.
Really?
What does he look like now?
Yeah, he doesn't look like the wise old man anymore. He looks about the same, but he's a little different now. He's got like some purple on him now.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's really a minor change. If people are like still like, oh, it's not the same Veos. They just changed the character model.
They make it seem like they had a super close connection with him. Like it's not the same Veos.
It's not the same guy.
What are you crying about?
Yeah. So
I don't understand it.
Here's my argument. I do see the simplicity. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
I see the argument that it's Draenor and it's traditional. And it's been an iconic town where it's just Diego. He's just chilling there. And then right next to him, you got the wizards that'll just blow your dick off if you're under level 30 or something while you're cutting willow trees. And that's the way it's been. And I understand people's frustration with that. Here's my frustration with it. This is what I was thinking about. I even made a skit about this, but I have to rewrite it because I just found out there wasn't two of them. But that was a big joke in there that
was like the selling point. Like, oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
Never mind.
Here's the deal with moving him there. I was thinking back to the reason they put him there is for the new guys, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
New players.
Put yourself in the position that you were in when you first started playing the game. and you were learning all this new shit. Granted, we were little babies, and we were just, learning it with an immature mind. And there's probably some kids who are the age that we were when we started delving in. And
Of course.
the half of the thrill when you were a kid was exploring and figuring shit out and, like, discovering things, basically. Because discovery in RuneScape is so rare nowadays because of shit like this. So I feel like if you're a new player, I feel like the last thing you should be fucking wondering about is Zaya. I think there's so much shit that you need to learn before worrying about this brand new expansion that was made for the veterans of this game to get a whole new experience. You have to experience the real game first. So if you happen to fucking wander over to Port Sarim, which isn't that hard, there's a bunch of quests, even free-to-play quests over there, you're gonna run into the fucking guy. You're gonna see Veos eventually and go click on him. It's not that big of a deal. I feel like it was a really unnecessary move. They don't need to just completely make it... It's a version of Easyscape, basically. And I'm totally against anything related to, I guess, changing that initial experience for the new guys.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And
that was a good point.
I think that's my strongest point with the whole deal.
I mean, I don't mind either way, but I get it though.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done the quest though. I've not done that quest.
It
Clearly,
takes like less than 5 minutes to do.
Ironically, I have also not done the fucking new Zaya quests that took away my quest cape. Yeah, I don't like getting favor.
That's been
for
a fucking minute.
It's been a while. It has been a while since I wore my quest cape. I'm just like settling with my crafting cape that's still untrimmed.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's just been my fashion scape.
Oh yeah, it's good. My screen went black because I was not even moving my mouse. Good.
Perfect.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, any other thoughts on the situation?
I mean, I think they're moving the dock to be by the Wizard's Tower for fuck all reason.
They are.
That was one thing I saw was one of the discussions. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but it was like a suggestion on Reddit that they were listening to.
That also doesn't make sense.
Dude, okay.
I don't get that one at all. That makes no fucking sense. Like, you may as well just move back to fucking Port Sarim at that point.
Exactly. After hearing Jim's point, which I didn't even think of it that way.
Yeah.
Which I should have, but I didn't.
I think about deep shit like that.
Yeah, now that like I think of it that way, they just forget the whole plan.
Put him back.
Just erase what you just forget the whole plan. Because people you're gonna run into them in Port Sarim. It's not like you're never gonna see them. And you're right. The last thing that new players should be worried about is this whole new world for the veterans of the games to get a new experience. You know, you're right. They have all of Gilnor to explore and discover, that's the fun in the game. So like they don't need to be worried about that because they're not going to be able to go there or do anything there for a very long time.
If they're going to keep Veos here, his dialogue should be something like, "Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, get out there. Start doing some shit. You got a lot to learn. If you find me, you find me. Good luck."
Exactly. So they should either do that, make him a complete smartass, or just forget what they did. Just get rid of it. But I don't understand the pub thing. I don't know why people are mad about that.
Yeah, I don't care about that at all.
Who gives a shit about that? Just grow the fuck up on that one.
I think that's just an aesthetic thing. It doesn't matter. I mean,
yeah.
No one's gonna go there anyways after the quest.
You guys want to create a fucking private server that is exactly like the game, except that house is still there and not the pub?
yeah, we'll do that.
Oh god, be perfect.
That's so fucking stupid.
Anyway, okay. So we're gonna use this time. We want to transition in. We had the chance to interview a good friend of mine, also a Las Vegas native. He goes by the name of WildMudkip on YouTube. He was a good old interview. It was a great time. He loves Diet Coke. So
yeah, okay.
I don't think so.
I don't think he actually does, but I do, and that's all that matters here. So we'll kick that off right now. So I hope you guys enjoy the interview. This interview is brought to you by our patrons on the J1MMY Patreon. Now, we had a guy, RNG-zus, who pledged $150 a month, and that is insane. So thank you so much to him. We still have Norsklask with $100. We have a new guy, Andrew Farina, with a $25, offset 25. We've got a few more $10 as well. We've got Myntie, Kurmo Tolk, Adam Amaya, Sawyer Peterson, Caleb Beiter, and Ryan Hall. So thank you guys so much for your support. Hopefully when this all comes in next month, we can go ahead and finally get this stuff on iTunes, if not sooner than that. So also big thanks to Andrew Farina. He sent in a huge contribution earlier in the month to help us get towards that goal. As you guys know from the last podcast, I did come into some financial struggles, and he helped out a lot and got us through that. So thank you so much, dude. That being said, if you guys are interested in becoming a patron and continuing to support this podcast and keep it running, visit the link down below in the description. You can ask me any questions you have about it, the benefits, all that. That's all I have for you. So enjoy the interview. I can prove to you that Diet Coke is way more hydrating. Way more hydrating than water.
There's no fucking way, though.
Jim,
that makes no sense.
That makes not a shred of sense.
That, like, scientifically, that makes no sense.
If we were to replace all the water in the world, including the ocean, with Diet Coke,
we would be dead.
This world would never suffer anything.
We would be dead.
Just like soda, Diet Coke is even worse for you.
Yeah, it's bad for you.
It's bad for you.
So anyway, Mudkip, welcome to the podcast. Mudkip, all right, listen. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, today we have a very special guest who agrees with me that Diet Coke is more hydrating than water.
Absolutely not.
His name is about to be revealed to you after this short little bio that I've made up for him. He has, I think, 41,000 subs? Am I wrong?
Something like that. Somewhere
within 41,000 subs. He runs a hardcore Iron Man series. He doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't trade anybody. He's got a little red symbol. What episode are you on? 215, 216, something like that?
Yeah, around there, 200 something.
200
I lose
something.
track.
He's up there. There's a lot of them. There's more episodes than there are days in a year, and that is impressive. And he streams a lot. He does a lot of streaming, and that takes a lot of energy out of you every day, and props to him for going through with that. But enough of me rambling.
You sucking my dick?
Oh. Yes, that's what we're doing. We actually are on webcam on Skype right now, and we're all naked. But Mudkip, thank you for coming on. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm doing amazing, actually. Now that I'm talking to all of you.
Oh, you're sweet. What have we interrupted today? Where have you been up to?
3-tick fishing.
Ew.
Wow.
That's disgusting. That is actually
saved you from that, actually.
Don't worry, I've showered like 4 times today already. So.
Well, that's good. Oh. That's perfect. Yeah. So right off the bat, I want to hit you with this question. Yeah. And it's I need you to be as truthful as you can be, because this is a delicate question, and we need to set it straight right now because it's been in the air. There's been a lot of controversy around this.
Oh, yeah?
Did you coin Iron Man, by the way?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
No.
Because people think you did.
People have been saying it for a long time. It's, like the soccer, vegan, CrossFit, non-GMO, gluten-free moms. They always have to let you know.
That's Washington State.
Yes.
Everyone who lives in Washington State is under all of those classifications, first and foremost. But yes, I know exactly what you're saying. So it's under that category?
Yeah, it's what the by the way is like. Oh, Iron Man, by the way. Like, you have to tell everyone.
Like the CrossFit
that you're an
stuff.
Iron Man.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it's just like a real life meme that kind of transferred over to RuneScape. Did you transfer it to RuneScape, though?
It wasn't me that started it.
Do you know who?
I don't know. It just kind of happened.
Everyone was just kind of
like how does a meme start? It just happens. People just spread it around.
Well, because there's a lot of controversy with that. Because you can even look at the Fortnite floss dance that like you see everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Like if there's a 9 or 10-year-old that doesn't know how to do the floss dance, they're getting bullied. That's the only way that a kid gets bullied nowadays. So there's been a million different videos, especially through like Genius, the lyric website. They brought that kid on. They brought that kid on with like the big fluffy jacket in the studio, and he's like, yeah, I made this dance because I made the song, and I was the backpack kid. The backpack kid. That's who he was.
That's it.
Yeah, and he did not make that dance, but he's trying to come up with the credit that he did. So shame on him. Fuck the backpack kid. That's all I'll say.
Fake clout.
Fake clout. Fake clout.
Wow.
Tattoo it on his forehead. Okay. Yeah, but I just wanted some clarification there. I was really.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, your hardcore Iron Man series, which I really enjoy watching it because I can never do a hardcore Iron Man, so I enjoy watching someone else do it instead.
Thanks.
So yeah, I really enjoy it. So I want to know a little bit about that, and I'm sure everyone listening does too. But one thing I want to know is, has anyone made more episodes than you, or do you like hold the record? Am I wrong on that? You have a ton of episodes.
I never thought about that or looked into it, but I don't think so, actually. A lot of people don't number all their episodes, I don't think. They just kind of say, oh, here's what we're doing today. But yeah, I guess so.
They clickbait and you don't. That's the difference.
Oh.
I mean, that's arguable.
Shots.
What are you saying? You do clickbait?
I mean, I don't, but people might say that.
Yes, people do.
I would never clickbait or lie, ever.
You tell them straight up. This is my Hardcore Iron Man series. Also, here's the number it is, and here's a little snippet about what we're doing today. And that's respectable. That's very respectable.
Absolutely.
It is, because what you see in the title actually happens in the video.
Always.
It's perfect. Love it.
But how did you get started on that series? What got you to that point of, putting the content of episode 1 and saying, you know what, this is gonna be me now. I'm the Hardcore Iron Man guy.
Well, I just started doing YouTube and I maxed my main. So I did a poll on my channel to see what series people want to see next between an alt account series, an Iron Man series, or a hardcore, and most people voted for hardcore. So I just went with that. I didn't ever mean to make it this far. It just kind of happened, and here we are.
Wow.
So you basically left it to the people of what they wanted.
Pretty much. 75%, by the way.
75% people wanted to see that?
No, they didn't. It was like 60%.
But you're like, that's enough.
But for Jagex, it has to be 75%.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Game references. What was the other option? What was the other route you were going?
I was going to play an alt account, just progress an alt, but I realized it's kind of the same as playing a main. Do all the same things over again, all the same methods. So
yeah, no, I wouldn't have watched that. So good thing you didn't. Just a big unsubscribe button from me.
I would delete my channel.
Yeah, I would. I'd encourage you to delete it.
Wow.
But I'm glad you did. But you didn't, and that's all that matters. That we're here. You made the right decision. There was a fork in the road, and you took the right route. And that's perfect. Here you are.
It's pretty crazy.
More subscribers than me. I think you're the most subscribed.
I am Las Vegas's #1 old school RuneScape YouTuber.
You are.
That is true.
And that's, that's impressive. That's impressive. I will say that. But you haven't taken home a milestone from Jagex yet, saying that you're #1. But that's besides the point.
Well, I did get a tour of the studio, and they did give me a little goodie bag to take home.
Did they fly you out?
I actually got it though. So
did they fly you out? Oh, you're saying you actually got the prize? Oh, I can't relate to that one actually. Cannot relate.
Oh man.
No, I think we're going on what? Maybe almost a month and a half now. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, really banking on that. Maybe put some loans into some investments into some stuff that's really gonna bite me in the ass here soon. So Jagex, if you want to hustle up on that, that'd be great. Putting it all into Visa cards so the loan shark does not end me. But, yeah, that's that.
Wow.
So I gotta ask this. So while we're on the subject of your Hardcore Iron Man series, you've obviously made a lot of progress. You've spent a lot of time. When did you start it, by the way?
It was like early October 2017.
Okay. So through that journey of starting your Hardcore Iron Man, what would you say the most disgusting, just terrible experience you've had on that account? The one that was like, I might quit right now. Have you ever had one of those? Like just
boy. Oh yeah, getting my Tanzanite thing from Zora. It took me spoilers by the way. It took me 2,275 KC.
Fuck
that.
My
God.
From Zora?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's gross. That is really gross. I haven't killed Zulrah once, and I have to, and that's
I'm not
awful.
surprised.
Oh, I'm not surprised. We're just gonna throw shots all podcast, huh?
I love you, no hetero.
Yeah, you can be. Wait. Okay.
Wait.
All right. Fine.
Wait. What?
Oh. But before this, me and Hellwind, we were talking about your aesthetic of a character, and Hellwind, what were you?
Yeah.
Were you staring?
That beautiful outfit. Yeah, I really like your ass in those shorts. What caused that whole outfit of yours? That beautiful, very sexy, skimpy outfit.
I don't know. I just kind of found it. I don't know how I found it, but I did, and now I'm wearing it, and now I get looks from a lot of people.
I mean, yeah, your ass is hanging out of the shorts, and like I said, I mean, I'm staring. I think it's pretty damn hot.
Thank you.
Now, I gotta say, when people see a Santa hat in game, they normally associate it to me, but you're kind of taking the balance away from that. So,
oh, see, the Santa hat's been my thing for a long time. I still have my Santa hat in EOCs.
I do too. No, I don't. I sold it, so I can convert it to 07 cash back when 07 started. So I don't have it in EOC. But when did you have that Santa hat in EOC? When did that start?
I think I got it in like 2010, maybe.
Yeah, it was definitely before me. That was before the free trade, and people couldn't give me their hard-earned cash through the trade screen then. So yeah, no, you definitely had it before me, but I think I've made more of a label out of it, which is fine. We can share it, but I want that in the back of your head. Both of
I have a question for you, Jimmy.
Go ahead and ask your question.
Why do you have a quest cape but a combat brace?
Because now,
oh my God,
a lot of people ask me this question, especially when I won the Great Karen thing on the Jagex stream. Not a big deal. People were really saying, why does he have a quest cape and he's still wearing the combat brace? Now, if you back up to according to Jim and when that was going down, my outfit that I established for myself for some random reason, I had my Santa hat, my glory, my fancy boots, my Ava's accumulator thing, and a combat bracelet because I like to get around. I like to teleport places. Combat bracelet has some teleports. So does a glory. It was just kind of a really good system I had going. So, of course, I get the quest cape, and sometimes I like to show off my quest cape, and I wear that sometimes, but I didn't want to change anything else of the outfit. So why would I wear Barrow's gloves when I can wear a combat bracelet and have more teleport options everywhere I'm running? You know?
Yeah, fair point.
Fair point, right?
That is a good point.
I'm not running around punching things in my signature Jimmy outfit. I'm teleporting places. I'm running around like an idiot. I'm reeing everywhere. I'm running to houses, just causing a ruckus. That's what I do. It's who I am.
From my experience with you, you don't ever leave the GE except when you make those trains, and even then you don't teleport.
I just walk, yeah. I have before. I've teleported. It's more of an emergency situation. I want the option. It makes me very anxious not being able to get where I need to go immediately. So, I don't know. I think it's a fashion statement, too. I think it looks good. I mean, Barrow's gloves, sure, they got the stats, but I like my combat bracelet. I think it's pretty. I like purple. So,
yeah, nice.
This is pretty nice.
Yeah.
So like a Dragonstone jewelry thing going on. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. So also, Anions is a big fan of fletching and fire making, because he has those 99s. But you have a wood cutting cape, Mudkip, right?
I do, yeah. I have a couple of those actually.
Anions was roasting you for that, so I don't know.
Oh yeah. Want to say it to my face, Bucko?
Yeah. Why?
Why'd you get 200 mil wood cutting?
Why 200 mil? Like, why didn't you just stop? You're like 99, sick. Got it.
Well, I play that hardcore. I don't really play that account, so I might as well do something AFK. That's like the most AFK-able thing. Chopping all day.
So, like, what was the journey with that? What was the inspiration of 200 mil wood cutting? Like, why? Like, I don't know. It just seems insane to me.
I want to lock in a rank because I don't have a life, and I probably hate myself more than most people.
That's really sad. That is a very sad thing to say, and I think you're lying. You don't hate yourself.
So, just out of curiosity, did you keep all those logs or did you sell them?
Yeah, I still have them. It's like 300k.
How much money is that in logs?
300k money, you're saying? It's worth 300k.
No, 300k logs.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think it's like 120 mil or something.
Fuck.
Yeah.
God, dude.
I'm trying to think. How much do bonds cost with a credit card?
Like $7.
$7 for a bond where there's like 3-4 mil. Maybe like what? I don't do math. Anyone do math here to get how many dollarinos you'd have to drop to get 120 mil in the 3,000 years it took Mudkip to get 200 mil? Anyone?
At least 7.
At least 7 bonds times 4. Yeah, that's still 28 mil.
That's not even close.
Not even close. All right, so maybe his method's a little more effective than buying bonds, but nonetheless, I feel like 200 mil woodcutting XP should get you more than 120 mil. Jagex needs to figure out their algorithm for how much things cost in the game, because that's bullshit.
Yeah, we should all vote yes for redwood planks. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, redwoods are too fucking cheap, honestly.
Ooh, yeah. No, let's do that.
Yeah, we definitely should do that.
Is that in the air, or is that just an idea you just had?
It's my idea I just had, but I think it's a really good idea.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, thank you. I know.
Yeah, you have a lot of good ideas. You have a lot of good ideas about this game. Some argue that you should become a developer. That's my argument anyway. So regarding that, you started the whole YouTube stuff. You kind of intertwined streaming. Do you remember like when you started intertwining the streaming thing with YouTube?
Yeah, I had 10K YouTube subs, so about a year ago.
And you're like, that's an audience. That's for me. I remember when you first got verified, I wrote you like a song or something.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, I went on and sang it for everybody. You're welcome for that. That was a big shout out to you.
It was really cute. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So that being said, you saw a lot of success with streaming, obviously, and you were pulling in the views. It was a good little way to intertwine the YouTube and the streaming. So then you started doing it as a career.
Yeah.
So when did you decide to start just taking that full time? Like, this is me now. I'm gonna be the YouTube streamer, RuneScape guy. When did that pop in your head?
All right, it's kind of a long story, which I'll try to condense.
Okay.
But
feel free to tell the long story too. We like to hear you talk.
All right. So I dropped out of school because I couldn't afford it, and I wanted to change the pace. So I moved across the country to live with my grandparents. And when I got there, I kind of sort of told them, or they found out I had a hernia, which I didn't want to take care of because, like, who wants to go to the doctor by choice, you know? So I had a hernia surgery that they made me get, which I guess is for the best. And after that, I couldn't move for a couple months.
Oh, wow.
And in that time, I started making videos. And a couple lucky videos popped the channel off and kept on blowing up more and more. And yeah, so I just was in a perfect position to make videos because, living with family and all that.
So
they're nice to me.
So you were like bedridden, basically.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, well, this is doing pretty good. And you kind of just took the opportunity at the moment kind of thing.
Yeah, I was like applying for jobs, but then I got my first YouTube check. I'm like, oh, well, this could build up from here.
Yeah.
And it did.
So you said you moved across the country, so you weren't always living in Nevada?
No, I was in Chicago before.
Okay. Yeah, school's more expensive out there for sure. Yeah, I've seen the prices of Chicago schools because there's a lot of Chicago kids that come down to where I am, and they are like, yeah, no, fuck that, not doing that up there. So, understandable. Also, where you are now, being a resident, technically, of Las Vegas, knowing about the school system growing up there, probably best that you're not going to school in Nevada since it's just absolute shit. So
yeah, no, I went to middle school here because my grandparents were living here for a while, so I understand that it's really not good. I remember like 50 kids in one class.
Oh god,
all cramped in there. Is
awful.
Not good.
Dude, my mom's a teacher and she has like 45 kids in a fucking classroom, and it's like unbearable. That is just it's awful. It's awful. And it's shitty because like the teachers there's a lot of good teachers, but they don't get nearly anything they need. Like they basically get thrown under the bus. No pun intended. There's school buses that take kids there, but basically they don't get anything from the government, which is a whole different topic. Won't go into it too much, but it's really shitty is basically what it comes down to. It's a very shitty situation in Nevada. And I mean, you'd be going to college, obviously, but I don't know how good that is there either, because I didn't stick around to find out. But yeah, I'm glad you made it work. Seems to be doing pretty well. Nah, just
yeah, dude, it's a dream.
Yeah, most subscribed Las
By the
Vegas YouTuber.
My goal is to get more subs than you and Nello combined.
Really?
Ooh.
Well,
Yes.
Here's the thing. Right now I have school, so I upload when I can. So it'll be a consistency thing for me. But lucky for you, I think Colanello is like capped where he's at. He's plateaued. So lucky for you, I think you only have to worry about me from now on.
I don't know about that. He gets like 100K views per video consistently.
He does get a lot of views, but people really don't want to stick around to see what else he has to say. They don't tap that subscribe button. I've told this to him. I told him, I'm like, you gotta have more oomph. You gotta bring him in. You gotta remind him there's a subscribe button, Colanello. We have this conversation all the time. He doesn't listen to me, and if you don't listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. You know? I know.
Smash that bell button, gamers.
Smash it. Smash that bell button. Let them know. Have a little buzz going on your phone. That's how I know when you upload, you know? I'm assuming you have that for me on every video since you're the first.
I do, yeah.
First comment on everything I post.
I
So
do.
that's hot. I'm glad. Oh, good. Oh.
So, I have a question that it's kind of interesting to me. I've known you upload a lot, like very, very consistently, which is good. I just want to know, how do you find like a balance between like doing like your real life priorities and like making videos? Because making videos and editing and recording, that takes a lot of time, and sometimes depending on the video you're making, it can take up to like 2 days. So
Well,
how do you find the time to the balance between those two?
yeah, so you see, the key is just don't have a life.
Okay.
Like I go out to, buy alcohol and groceries, and like what else do you have to go out for? Friends. I mean, I got internet friends. I got shit pending to use napkins, so everyone's here. Gang's all here.
Now, are you still like way ahead of schedule? Because I know at one point you were telling me, like, because you stream and you're also recording, you got the clips going, and I mean you have enough content. I mean, at one point you did, where you'd record a bunch of clips and you're like, yeah, I already got like the content for like the next 2-3 episodes. Are you still at that point, or are you at the point where it's like, all right, I'm gonna be grinding for a while here to get this next episode?
Yeah, for the last like month or so, it's been that way. I've been posting every 2 to 3 days instead of always every other day. So I'm kind of at that point now since I'm so far into the account.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal because you're working on smithing right now. And it's like, I saw one of the comments today, and it was like, yeah, I remember you were getting like fucking 7 or 8 levels of video, and now it's like, geez, this one episode got you like 1 smithing level or something like that. And it's like, yeah, that's a brutal part in your account, is once you get high up like that and you're getting close to maxing and everything's just an absolute grind and a half. So that is
part of the game.
Great game.
It's pretty fucked, man. God, I had a good question and I forgot. I just hit myself in the face multiple times. I didn't. That was my palm. Okay.
You want me to go ahead and then you get back to that?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
okay.
I'll think of it.
All right. So while he's trying to figure that one out, throughout like your entire time playing RuneScape, like it could be like RS2, RS3 to now, like what's your favorite memory of the game? Like anytime.
Oh man. Honestly, I know I was talking about before, but probably the tan thing was the most I've ever freaked out over the game.
I can understand.
Sweaty neckbeard just flips out over.
What was the kill count?
2275.
Fuck.
That is
Dude,
insane.
too bad it wasn't 2277 though. That would have been pretty legendary.
I know. I did 2 kills after just to hit that, but that would have been great.
Good. But I feel bad now because I got a tan swing on my main at 60 kill count.
I mean, you can't feel bad for getting a drop. It's not your fault.
Oh man, when I got out there, I was like, oh shit. Like to any Iron Man out there, I feel like a piece of shit.
How dare you get a drop?
The one time I have good RNG, it's something that I didn't even really care about.
Was there
I was
like
after a mutagen too?
Other than, do you remember like in your older days, is there like a memory that sticks out to you, like when you were kind of growing up playing RuneScape, that you kind of like keep in the back of your head sometimes that you remember?
Nothing really too specific. I mean, I think we all had very similar memories, like being in clans and kind of just fucking around, fighting other clans when the whole like official clan system first came out. No like specific memories, but you know, getting lured to Wildy. I feel like a lot of people who played 10 years ago can relate mentally to those things.
Did you ever try to create a clan on the forums like yourself?
No, not on the forums. Just
man. Do you remember?
Did you?
Do you remember the RuneScape forums? I mean, they're probably still there, but like the clans and how insane that was back in the day.
Yeah.
Ooh, I tried to make a few.
Do you remember Runeface, Jimmy?
Oh, I remember Runeface on the channel. That was a good attempt at making an absolute shit show of an environment in a clan chat. Jesus, that was awful.
I remember so bad.
I had this idea to be like, because I remember this because even when I was doing YouTube, I had a clan, and it was back when you could get away with saying things that are very frowned upon in 2019. And if you know the, basically, if you know what the group of sticks is called, when you group a group of sticks together,
like a cigarette.
Yes, like a cigarette.
Yeah.
I made a joke in a clan chat of the clan I was in about, one stick. I can't. Oh God, I don't even remember what it was. Basically, the premise of the joke that one stick breaks easily, and when you have a bunch of sticks together, you can't. And I used the word for a bunch of sticks, and I was like, we're a group of cigarettes. So it was very not looked on as a thing you should be able to say. Very understandably now that I'm mature and can realize what that was. So I got kicked from that. I got kicked from that clan chat for an hour, and I was like, I'm leaving this place and starting my own YouTube clan chat called Runeface. And I was just like, yeah, no, you could say some fucked up shit in here. Come on in. It's a good time. And then I started it, and within 2 days, I was like, this is the worst idea I've ever had. This was awful, and I took the thing off of. I hope I unlisted it.
I was gonna look it up, see if it's still there.
I don't think it is, man. I meant
like the RS forums.
That was an absolute recipe for disaster.
You made us all fill out applications too.
Yeah, and applications for a toxic community. It was awful. I don't even know what I was going for there. Just shame on me.
I gotta try to find that application again.
Jeez, man. Also, speaking of clans, I remember. There's just old memories that I, for some reason, don't forget. I think it's like when you lose something, like when you first lose an item that you tried really hard to get. In this case, it was my first dragon longsword. I started one of those clans when I was in elementary school, and you remember the art people used to do on their clan posts? Like they used to make cool guys with an Aram's staff and Aram's hoods and shit, actual pictures out of asterisks and slashes and stuff on the forums. So I copy and pasted one. First of all, the guy absolutely roasted me for stealing it from this clan. Second of all, I started it, and it was before there was even clan chats, so we all just had each other added, and there was 6 of us. And I was like, all right, boys, we're going on a PK hunt, and I think we just had rune and a dragon longsword, and I just didn't understand how the wilderness worked, but I was determined to be the all-time best PKer. So I went out there with a bunch of lobsters and a dragon longsword, just looking like an absolute champion. And I went out there and attacked the first guy I saw and got ice barraged and died. I'm pretty sure some of the guys on my own clan chat just piled me. It was a shit show. And I lost my dragon longsword and I logged out for a week because I was really upset about it. But I don't know. It was really shitty, guys. I'm really sad about it. I need some comfort now. I'm reminiscing on a life scarring
I'll go
event.
buy you a dragon longsword for this.
Thank you. You got anything like that, Mudkip? Anything you remember?
I remember I was doing agility in the wilderness, and there was a guy that was skulled with a whip there. So I called my friend Chad over, who I still talk to this day today, and we went over there and just DDS spec'd him out, and we got a whip, and they were I don't know, a mil at the time, and that was a lot of money to us, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah, whips were unheard of. I remember picking flax for hours and hours and stringing them into bowstrings to try to get my dream outfit of a whip and derricks. Darks,
Derek.
Darox.
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 Derek. Derrick. I used to draw pictures of that armor, like on a sheet of paper. It was god awful, but
wow.
Yeah.
Did you just call it Dahorix?
Dahorix, yeah. It was a fun name. Yeah.
We are getting really off topic here.
Yeah, I know. It's great.
Oh man.
So Mudkip, what's in store for you for the future of your channel? Because I mean, you're getting kind of close to maxing on your hardcore Iron Man, though.
Yeah.
What do you got? What's on the agenda?
I do have another series that I've been planning, which I don't want to spoil what it is, but I'm super excited for it. But I still want to play the hardcore, and I do have plans for the hardcore post-max. But I'll probably be AFKing for a while, probably at Redwoods, because I love Redwoods so much. Until I get to like a grindy point on the new account, and then do more stuff on the hardcore again. But yeah, this new series is gonna be great.
Oh wow! I'm
That's
assuming
awesome.
it's just new Snowflake account, completely inspired by nobody. And that's good. That's good.
You're my biggest inspiration.
I know I am. I have the best ideas. So you're doing real life stuff. Are you still doing some real life stuff? Or is that kind of on pause?
Just around. No, it's just RuneFest.
It was just a phase.
Yeah, I'll do more. No, I mean it's not just a phase, Mom, but I'll be doing it again this RuneFest.
Good stuff. Yeah, we need a. I'm thinking when I come home for the summer, we start a vlog channel, just me and you.
Dude,
and
please.
We have conversations on the outside of a Starbucks restaurant.
Oh my god! Can you please do
is
that?
Starbucks a restaurant?
No.
I guess technically.
If you serve food or pastries, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Huh. Well, I hope we do get some real life content from you, because every time I see your face, I know you stream with your face now, but it's just like it's just the vlog aesthetic that you do that just gets me going in the morning. It just gives me that little energy that I need as soon as I start my day. But
so sweet.
So we had this thing going. I just remembered this. We had this discussion topic last time that not a lot of people heard, because my last podcast just got swept under the rug. Not a big deal. Who cares? But we were talking about the old school RuneScape landscape, just all of the areas in the game. What do you think is the most underrated area in terms of content, actually the way it looks, everything like that people just really don't pay attention to, that you're like, oh, this place is pretty cool?
Yeah, I think I may be biased because I live in Las Vegas, but the desert is great.
See, I think one of them said that last podcast briefly.
I said Sophanum.
Yeah, but what's in the desert that's like people should start paying attention to?
Yeah, I was gonna say Sophanum and Menaphos. I feel like there's a whole city there. It's not actually there. I didn't watch the last podcast, by the way. Sorry.
Oh yeah, wow. There you go. I don't know. I feel like I always well, we also talked. You watched it, that I have little third grade tendencies to get scared of things, and for some reason, it always freaked me out about the whole water skin situation in the desert, and that really scared me. So I personally avoid the desert when I can, just because of that factor of being like, I don't know, it's like an anxiety of sitting in the desert and like not having water skins or something, even if I bring them. So I don't know. What do you say to someone to be like, no, dude, go check it out. Go try out the desert.
I mean, it's only when you're going between cities. If you're in a city, you're fine.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. Well, there's a pyramid.
I mean, it is pretty empty, but there's a lot of potential.
There's a lot of potential there.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good point. I think there's a fine line between, there's a lot of content that isn't explored yet, that people like kind of push under the rug, like Settled Mauritania. Like, we have no idea about that place until he went there and started fascinating all of us. But then there's also, like you're saying with the desert, is like, let's put like more shit there. Like, there's so much more things we could be doing. I mean, it's just a wasteland of nothingness pretty much.
Yeah.
So
I mean, deserts are supposed to be empty, but
they are.
There is potential.
But like, is there a point of it to be like a Las Vegas? Yeah. All the suburbs just
should add Kryptonos in the desert.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Ooh, see, this is why I'm saying you should become a developer. This is the things they need, and also maybe you could speed up the process of when content creators get their prizes for winning.
Redwood planks, by the way.
Redwood planks, that needs to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. What else? You guys have any questions off the top of your head?
Nothing I can think of like right away. Anions?
Where'd you get your fucking name?
That,
I don't know. Okay, actually, you know the old meme I heard you like mudkips?
No.
Yep.
Well, that's where I got it from.
Alright, yeah. I mean,
so you're just a walking meme?
Pokemon?
Pretty much.
I didn't watch Pokemon, no. I don't.
Yeah, see,
I'm very unfamiliar.
Oh boy.
Yeah, me either.
Mudkip's a Mudkip addict. I'm an Entei addict, you know. We understand each other. Wait, Mudkip, do you have a Mudkip tattoo?
I don't.
Damn it!
It's coming up pretty quick.
You gotta join me with the, like, I got the Entei tattoo. You gotta get the Mudkip tattoo.
It should both be shaped like half of a heart.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Oh my god, so when you guys, like, meet...
See, like, my Entei, he's wearing a red party hat and a Fury amulet. So you should get your, like, a Mudkip with a Santa hat on.
And get it on your forehead.
Please.
Hey, I've got mine on my arm, you know, it looks pretty good right there, actually. It's right below the Max Cape tattoo. It looks pretty good.
Get a minuscule Mudkip, like, as a teardrop under your eye.
Imagine you go to prison and then the your jailmates are like, bro.
Literally your exact logo with, like, the Santa hat and everything. Just, like, little, like, 3 teardrops of that logo, like, under your eye. And people will be like, dude, what is that? And be like, don't fuck with him, man. Don't get close to him. We don't know what that means.
Just walk up to him and be like, I heard you like Mudkips. And just walk away.
Just an absolute walking teardrop meme. It'd be amazing. Oh my god. So let's leave the people with this. Mudkip, what advice do you have for people that want to get into the YouTube scene of starting an account? Because there is a lot that's happening, and I feel like you're one of the OGs that started the whole Iron Man series, staying consistent with it, coming up with an idea and actually following through and just going after it. So there's a lot of people that want to get started that should. Very encouraged. We need more content that is different. What do you have for them? What are your words of advice to get that up and running?
I would say try a lot of different things. So if you get like a lot of views on the video or a lot of likes or a lot of feedback on something, and roll with that. Please don't cough.
I muted my mic so no one heard me cough since I got roasted in the comments last thing for coughing like 4 times. So they won't hear that. Yeah. Gotcha.
But yeah, trying new stuff, being consistent too, especially. But when you make a new video and then you get a lot of likes and a lot of views and you enjoy doing it as well, that's something that you should stick with and keep on rolling from there.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's people always complain about not getting enough views. Anions, he's never complained. I'm just kidding.
No,
but I think there's I talked about this with Critical about riding a wave, and a lot of people saw the wave that Settled is on, and people are gonna like I mean, they already did start a million different snowflake ideas.
Oh yeah,
and if it's not done correctly and with enough originality, it's probably not going to get the traction they think it's going to get. So
I mean, a lot of them are.
I mean, a lot of them are, but I mean, I guess you could make the argument for it too that it does work. But it is a wave, and not everyone can do it. that's a blatant fact that not everyone's going to have the willpower to like continue it.
Yeah, you just notice the ones that actually like work out and go through.
And production value. Speaking of which, have you checked out Goody's new series, the Bronze Man mode?
Yeah,
that
cool.
looks good.
That looks great.
That looks good. I want to start my own Bronze Man mode just to do it. Like, I don't even know if I'd make a series out of it, but that sounds fun.
To play.
That sounds fun. The one thing I wanted to start was it was a no GP snowflake, and it just wouldn't work. I remember I was talking to you about it, Mudkip, and I literally right after I called you, I called Settled, and we were like analyzing it even deeper, and he was like, yeah, no, just not gonna work, sorry, just crushed my dreams. But there's a lot of good ideas. Like Goody took it an extra step and was like, no, I'm not gonna do the whole limitation thing that about environment or anything. I'm gonna just create my own fucking game mode, and he did, and that's awesome. I think people should kind of experiment with that a little more too. So
I think it's really cool.
Mudkip, maybe put a poll up again, see which direction you want to go after this. See if you want to do what you were originally intending.
Are you telling me how to run my channel?
Yes.
Someone
sounds
with
like
less
it. Yeah.
subscribers.
Wow, that hurts.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I just feel like I feel like over the course of this whole interview, I've just been getting some jabs and some left hooks here and there, and it's starting to add up. And I think I might have to go to the hospital.
I've been kind of a dick.
No, it's fine. It's fine because I've been throwing them too, and you're throwing them back, and it's fine. It's okay. It's all right. That's how it should be.
I'm being too mean.
I feel good not being the victim for once.
Oh yeah, you just wait till this recording stops, Hellwind. That guy got it coming for you. But other than that, Muddy Boy, is there anything else you'd like the audience to know? Anything to say? Anything to leave them with?
Yeah, check out youtube.com/J1MMY. Great videos.
He's all right.
Wow,
that's very.
Is that
humble.
even the right link?
That was humble. That was
very humble. Now, wait, before we go, I gotta add a plug here for my new host. Have you checked out Anions' videos?
Are you talking to me? Or
no, Mudkip. Yeah, you. Yeah, hey.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Have you?
Wow.
Do you know that he won my competition?
It sounds familiar. That was like 6 months ago or something.
Yeah. This guy right here is gonna surpass me one day, and I'm gonna hate him for it. So, if you want a new best friend or something when I'm not around, then maybe check out Anions, but not Hellwind though. He sucks. Just had to throw
scream,
that.
Okay, don't yell at me.
Yeah, I just had to fit in one jab before the end of this interview.
Yeah.
Hellwind, hope it feels good.
Sorry, I don't do YouTube videos. All I do is my mediocre streams. I'm sorry I'm not good enough for you, Jimmy.
Extremely mediocre. But anyway, Mudkip, thank you so much for coming on, man. You're one of my closest internet pals, and I'm glad you could make some time for us here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Oh, yay.
Aw, he loves us.
I know.
He does.
He's
ending.
He's so cute. I'm going to kiss him later. All right. Well, thanks for this interview, Mudkip. You take care.
Thank you, you too.
Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that interview with the good old boy Mudkip. Love him to death.
Good boy.
Yeah, go subscribe to him if you're not already. He's just pumping out uploads like it's his job, because it is his job. He works on videos and streams as a career. So there you have it. We've got some news, some big news. Bodhi, the beloved Bodhi. Oh, Bodhi. His hardcore Iron Man, Scroom only.
Okay, yeah.
What is it?
Scroom only.
Is that like a play on words, or is it just a
Yeah, it's two things in RuneScape combined. There's a thing called a scroom on Fossil Island, and then there's a food called an umli. So he just slapped the two together.
Well, what do you know? He's dead.
I didn't know that.
He is dead. That is, yeah.
He's dead.
That's all. That's all that means for me. So he's not a hardcore Iron Man anymore. I haven't kept up to date. Did he make an announcement or anything, like what he's gonna do now?
All right. So he's continuing Scroom only as a quote unquote unofficial hardcore that he's playing, until he dies at his own like fault kind of thing. But he's also made a separate hardcore account that he's already started. That is a kind of a snowflake on the whole restrictions shit going on. But his hardcore now, I forget the name of it, but it's like Googly or something like that.
Yeah,
it's a weird fucking name. And so this account has no access to anything past 2013. So it's all stuff like in the game that was. So he has no Zaya, no like orbs on his screen, and he's got to use like the old ass, like the very old interfaces.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I do.
So
yeah,
he's got like all restrictions that he cannot have anything that's been from 2013 and on.
Gotcha. I like that. I like
it's kind of interesting.
Cool, yeah.
I like it. I want to see where it goes. And he has no bank placeholders or anything. So he's got to get like 2 of everything to have placeholders.
Oh wow!
So it's like a very very old style account, which I'm interested to see where it goes.
That's cool.
And it's still a hardcore Iron Man, so
there was an idea
really tough
that I had we'll actually well, first of all, before I transition into this, do we know his total level? What he died at?
I can find it.
Okay, because I know he's been grinding that account for as long as I can remember.
It surpassed his first hardcore, which was Beiter.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think I saw that he started I watched a video. It was like rest in peace. Bodhi's hardcore. It was like a montage of all his greatest moments, and I think he started. Yeah, it was sad. I think he started the hardcore in April of last year. So it was like April, I don't know, like 28th. I think I could be wrong, but it was sometime in April of last year.
Well,
so he got to 2,048 total.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just so stupid how he died, man.
That's more than I've ever been in the game, for sure, by a lot. So, sorry, Bodhi. That really sucks. But it is shitty that he died from a disconnect.
Fucking disconnected Sire. Like, that is sad, dude.
I think that's one reason why I don't want to make a hardcore, because that's just...
oh, yeah.
If that happened, man, I'd be so upset.
I tried. No. I tried with...
You tried, yeah.
With John Pickens or whatever this fucking name was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just felt like that was a part of the reason that I was going to tie into the whole storyline when I was thinking about it. Like, every time I logged in and like started doing shit, even agility, I was like shaking in my boots, like, oh god, I can't die, I'm gonna lose my red thing. And it was just so unenjoyable to play because I was always like stressed out for no reason. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I lasted a whole 2 days with my hardcore status.
Yeah, I would much
way
rather.
Too stressful.
I would much rather do Ultimate Iron Man than hardcore any day.
None of that.
Yeah.
Because I know I could die and still have dignity that I'm an ultimate.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Huh.
I enjoy playing my regular Iron Man though. Like, I've gotten pretty far into the account where I'm doing like mid-level content now. It's pretty fun.
That's
I
good.
like it.
I'm proud of you.
But
you know, Hellwind, I think
that
my
hardcore
favorite
status.
my favorite hardcore streams you do are your agility streams. Those really get my blood flowing. I love that shit.
Well, I had to do that to access fucking the area for free herbs. So fuck you.
It reminded me of Colonello's old stream. I have to shit on Colonello at least once a podcast because but I remember he used to stream. He used to start up his stream at like 3 a.m. This was like 2 summers ago, and he would just do Canifis rooftop agility for just like 6 hours every night at 3 a.m. And I was like, first of all, if someone finds your stream at 3 a.m. and you're just doing agility, they're gonna question themselves so fucking hard about what they're doing right now. But also fix your sleep schedule. He lived in the same town as me, and he was just up. Like, he woke up at like 1 a.m. He had more fucked sleep schedule than Hellwind does.
Oh, I'll be at that point in a few days. Don't worry.
I feel like my voice is just cracking every 2 seconds, so I'm sorry about that. I'm going through puberty. Fucking give me a break. So, we'll transition this conversation. Speaking of Ultimate Iron Man, there is a trend, as all of you know, and I called this. You can go mark my words down in episode 4 of Bankstandin. Go watch it. Settled. He started it. He started the trend.
He did.
Because he started this wave of Ultimate Iron Man series, of the Snowflake ones especially. He completely revamped that fucking style of gameplay, being an Ultimate Iron Man in the first place. Like, no one wants to fucking do that, but now people do. People want to be one. They want to make a video because they know people are going to click on it. They got to reach that 10-minute mark. I don't know. Anions, what's your opinion on the whole Ultimate Iron Man shit?
I could never do it, and I don't know. Like, I feel like everyone that's following the trend isn't gonna stick with it. You're like what you said. They're just doing it because like, 10-minute mark video, super popular thing going on right now. Like, they're not gonna stick with it like Settled is. Like, he's very dedicated to it. So like, I don't know. I feel like just if he can't, just let him do his thing. Like, I get people enjoy it and want to do it also, but if I don't know, it's just not gonna work. It's just too much. Yeah. Like, it's kind of like with fashions. Like, when a new fashion style comes out, I'm like, dude, everyone's doing
Fuck
this.
off.
This is so stupid. Like, this is dumb. Like, I'm not saying that the Ultimate Iron Man series is dumb. It's just, I don't know. Like, trends come and go. But I mean, it definitely is giving that game mode the light. You know, it kind of deserves, because it is a very challenging game mode. It takes a certain type of person to be able to do that and stick with it.
Giving it the light is an understatement. It is placing the sun on top of that fucking game mode.
Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. Dude, I've been seeing a lot of funny, like, spoof ones. Like, did you see 25 Buttholes one, where it's like the tutorial? It's tutorial island only.
Oh yeah,
Iron Man.
I saw that pop up. I didn't get to watch it yet. Yeah, I saw
it's
that.
so funny.
So funny, because it's like the classic 25 Buttholes like format, like with the robot voice and just like everything. It's hilarious, man.
You know, did you notice he does the same eerie background music in every video?
Yeah, and it makes it
funny.
so much better. It's so scary and just so much more fun.
His whole channel is just one long video of robot voice and background music.
It's just on a loop, and sometimes you can just hear it when it replays. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Hellwind, what's your take on all the series?
See, it's interesting because I do like some of them. Like, they're kind of weird to see. Like, it takes a lot of research to do this kind of shit. Like, Friends didn't really work out so well because they didn't do enough research. But if someone does like the research properly and knows where to get everything that they're gonna need for their certain restrictions, then it's kind of interesting to see. But if they're just doing it just to hop on the bandwagon and they're like, oh, I don't have access to this thing that I fucking really need, well, you just fucked yourself and now you look like an idiot.
Yeah. That's kind of like what I was trying to say. I feel like I didn't really explain like my point well enough, but that's what I was trying to say. Is exactly what you said.
So do you guys see Jagex eventually, because you know Bodhi started the one-man army thing and that kind of led to the whole
sparked Iron Man
mode. Do you see Jagex down the road creating like a snowflake restricted area type thing of like,
I could see it
almost like all right, you basically, you know, when you weren't a member and you went to the Tavalry gate and it's like, you can't fucking come in here, get out of here. And what if it gives you that kind of message when you try to like go out of the area kind of deal? I feel like it'd be pretty simple.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I feel like it'd be pretty fucking simple to implement, actually. But I mean, do you think that's something they would go through with?
I could see it if there was a high demand for it. If there was enough demand and people really wanted this kind of restrictions, they'd probably do it.
Yeah,
I'm sure they would.
I feel
they could probably make like a whole achievement set for you or whatever for certain accounts.
And the only thing is, I think Jagex is probably pretty aware that not everyone's gonna go through with it. They'll try it out for like a week and be like, "Okay, we're not settled. We're not gonna be a psychopath about this."
Exactly. Can't do this.
Do a bridge for 15 hours to get 10 agility or whatever it was.
Yeah. What I've noticed is, this is creating such a drawing board for creators right now. Like, everyone's just going on their wall and just scrambling for different ideas they could do that is so unique that it's gonna like get clicks and be like the new the new thing to follow.
They're storyboarding it for 3 days.
Yeah.
Get the little bubbles out, like, all right. Like those old like brainstorming bubbles you have to do like in class.
Yeah. Even I did it. I remember when I was trying to figure out like just something to do before my life just turned into a complete shitstorm of everything at once. I was looking for a series like that to do, and the one that settled actually recommended that I try out is doing the quests, doing all the quests in the game, but completing them in the order in which they came out, like in so
nice.
I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds pretty fucking cool. And then life just kind of took a turn, and I did not have time for that. But it would have been fun. I might still do it. It sounds fun. And I, big quest guy, so we'll see if it works out.
Are you a big quest guy? Because I mean, I see that you don't have access to your Questscape right now.
Yeah, you don't have it.
I'm not a big getting favor guy. That's the only thing stopping me.
Oh, but you're a big quest guy. I thought you really cared about the people in their area. Oh, you don't favor though?
Here's, you know what? I'll make you a proposal. The second I get my prize from Jagex, I'll go do those fucking Karen quests.
I was gonna say, aren't you?
Alright, see you in a year.
Aren't you the king of that area?
No, I will be.
But the king has a quest cape, but you You don't.
You don't.
Oh wow. Oh,
So
good,
whoa, what?
good point. Give me my fucking money, Jagex. All right. So yeah, I hope we see. I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I want to keep seeing these series. I feel like it's just the whole RuneScape YouTube thing is just finding the trend that works, and then it works for a while, and then there's someone that starts something new, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a process for as long as the game's existed on YouTube. So I'm curious to see what the next trend's gonna be.
I mean, isn't that just video making in general, though?
Is,
like,
it
you see
is.
something that's popular and you're like, hey, I want to do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have,
it's
have
a
you
hit or
guys
miss.
have you seen Goodies, his Bronze Man mode?
Oh, dude,
Yes, it's good.
That is
I
awesome.
love
because
it.
he literally like created that.
Yeah,
like,
he created a
absolutely
new mode.
created.
Yeah. See, that's that's cool.
That's cool. That's
I want
something.
to play it, dude. It looks
Yeah,
fun.
me too. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I would just play it in my own time. I wouldn't stream or anything. I just play it. You know, I think it'd be
Yeah.
fun. Fuck.
Also, the thing that I've noticed is these content creators. It took them like 3 years to get the Orb of Oculus out of their fucking bank and actually do something with it. But now everyone's doing these aerial shots.
Yeah.
To just in the intro. That's it. That's like the only time they do it. Some of them put it in the middle here and there, but like they just do it to like set the scene or some shit, which is
yeah.
cool.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, oh god, this is the new format. Like, fucking kill me now. It's like I've been using this thing for so long, like setting up shots and like learning the tricks of it, and these guys are just like, all right, I'm gonna put it in the air a little bit and pan right. And like fuck you guys. I don't know. So one last thing to bring up regarding RuneScape stuff that's kind of like new in the news. There's been this recurring poll about bringing the Divine Spirit Shield into the game. It just got pulled for the 3rd time to see what people have to say. So is the poll done, or is it still going right now?
I think it's still live right now.
Okay. Do we have an update on where that's at?
I'm currently not in game,
Okay.
but I can hop in game real quick.
So
if
I'm
you give me a
guessing,
moment.
since I'm not an avid community member right now, I don't know how the other polls went, but I'm guessing it was pretty close to like 50-50 if it's getting pulled for 3 times in a row.
It's got to have 75% to pass.
Okay. So it must have been
So
like
I've-
Brink, like
it must have been, like,
65 area. You there?
What? Hello?
Okay, yeah, I just broke up for a second.
That was weird. I heard it too.
Yeah, that was weird. So yeah, it must have been in like the 65-70 range, and they're just like, all right, we'll try it again. So
Yeah.
I'm
trying to log in, but I don't want to be too loud at the typing.
you're good. But anyway,
I just want to see the poll results right now. All right, yeah, I do. So the Divine right now it's not passing yet, but it's at a 72.8%, and it needs to get to 75% to pass.
how many people have voted? Does it show you that?
54.7 thousand for yes, and 20.4 thousand for no.
Wow.
Okay, so it sounds like people want it.
Yeah.
A majority want it, yes, but it's got to have 75% to pass, or it will not be into
Okay.
the game.
This might be a really stupid question, and I'm probably gonna get roasted. Maybe it's
Maybe.
okay. Why do people not want Divine Spirit Shield? Like, okay,
Well,
see, for
it's
me,
a powerful fucking shield.
okay, like I never check the polls. I don't play that much, like as much as I'd like to, because I'm working all the time. So I'm not really up to date with this kind of stuff. I didn't even know that Divine Spirit Shield wasn't even in the game. That's bad, isn't it? I didn't even know that.
All right, well, here, you want me to read the effect of the shield for you real quick, is to see why people voting no?
Lay it on me.
right.
Let's go.
The Divine Spirit Shield will have a 100% chance of blocking, reducing damage incoming by 30%, at a cost of draining your prayer points by half of the 30% damage that was reduced. So if you got a full inventory of prayer pots, you're gonna you're gonna block a lot of fucking damage. 100% chance of 30% damage reduced. Like, in PKing, that's fucking huge.
Yeah, that is huge.
Yeah.
Like, someone comes in with an AGS spec, alright, well, you ain't hitting a 75, buddy, sorry.
So I wonder if have they adjusted like what it could possibly do, like the effects.
Yeah,
of
why
it?
don't they just adjust the effects? Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I feel like that would just solve the problem.
Solve just about everything. Yeah.
Just change it to like 80% or
Does
75%.
any argument anyone's ever had solve?
Yeah, maybe not make it 100% chance or like
yeah,
you
the
said.
100% is a little overpowered. If you ask
Yeah.
me. I mean, it's gonna be a pricey ass shield. It'll be like probably 1 bill at least.
Oh, at
Right.
the very least, yeah.
But still, that's overpowered as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really one to have a say. It's not like I'm going to ever acquire this fucking shield, so...
Yeah, it doesn't really apply to me at
Oh, the
all.
poll is closed, actually, so yeah, it's not going to pass.
Oh, it's not going to pass. Okay, see ya for the 4th round pretty
Yeah,
soon.
Yep,
it
it'll
would
be the
get
4th
pulled
round.
a 4th time.
Wow, that's pretty... That's pretty shitty that they have to have 75, like they're set on it. I mean, 72, like, come on.
So Divine will not be happening this time around. Maybe in the 4th poll,
Yeah,
but
maybe
not today.
Just adjust the stats. Just adjust
Yeah,
something. I don't know. I don't have a problem with it.
So I don't know if you can.
So, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure you can look this up. In the other 2 polls, was it majority wanted it again for those other 2 times? Like, has the past 3 times been majority wins?
I would guess so. I think it would have
Probably,
to.
yeah.
Like, isn't that like a? Don't they say like, oh, you know what? Every time we've polled this, majority wants it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I get the 75 thing, but like, okay, dude, majority wants this shield, so you should probably do it, or at least lower the effects on it.
I've never heard of like a democracy that's like, we need 75. Like
75%.
Yeah, so you got 73, not passing.
So
Those are
3 things
because
passed.
no, because technically, if you think about it, that means that the lower majority are winning the vote. That means that they win. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
They don't get it. You know, they win because we don't have it now.
There's just nothing that makes sense about that. So, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, actually, because those who voted no, they won.
They win the fucking vote that they lost. I don't know.
Like, what?
Like, fuck you guys. I don't know. Vote
It
yes.
should be 50-50. Like,
Just start voting yes for everything, no matter what it is. That's what I'm gonna do.
Well,
Even if it breaks the game, I'm voting yes, just to prove a point.
so, if you don't mind, only 3 things passed out of 10 on this poll. So, and the 3 that passed were kind of blatantly obvious that should have passed anyways.
Right.
The 3 that passed were, should the prayer skill guide be updated to show relevant prayer icons instead of like just the Serid Omen icon? You know, like in your prayer guide, how it shows like just the fucking Serid Omen star
Yeah.
next to your prayers? That should have been changed a long fucking time ago anyways.
That should have just been like with the release of the game.
Yeah, exactly. So that passed. That's gonna be changed. The Dragon Defender model be reworked to appear more red than pink. I didn't know it was fucking pink.
Yeah.
What? Mine looks red.
It looks
do
red to me. I don't know why it's fucking pink.
Just fucking
I
do
know.
it.
What
I know what red
colorblind
looks
fucking
like.
J-mod thought it looked pink?
I know what red looks like. Mine's definitely red.
And then the third one that passed is the special attack orb be clickable, so you can like spec with the orb, which I think is kind of convenient.
Oh, that is very convenient. Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think that there was like a guy somewhere after seeing the results of the Dragon Defender like, no, that's my favorite fucking color. I love the color of the Dragon Defender. You can't get rid of it.
Wait, actually, let me see how
it's
many
the
people voted
perfect
no,
shade.
actually.
People that vote no to that are just fucking trolling. They're just voting no.
9.4 thousand people!
9.4 thousand people
Wow.
thought that was such a major impact on the game.
And they voted no!
They've got to be just fucking pressing no to press no. Like, they don't care. I don't know.
So stupid.
I don't know. Anyway.
Anyway, we're going on a little bit of a tangent
Yeah.
here. But yeah, stupid.
Yeah, so it'll probably see a 4th thing if they adjust it.
Yeah.
We'll go on to our last little segment here of answering some questions. We only had 2 questions in the Discord that were actually worth acknowledging. Everyone else is just like, hey, when are you and Jim putting your sex tape out or something? And it's just, I'm not gonna. Next week, I don't know. What do you want me to say to that?
Chatterbait.
So this comes from a man named Wise Old Venus. Nice fucking name, buddy. Will we ever stream the podcast? That's not really a discussion question. That's going to be me telling you no, probably not. There's errors that happen. There's different things we want to do. We have people looking to sponsor us soon, so it's something that we have to actually make into a production. So if we fuck something up and our people that are supporting the stream are like, what was that about? It's something we work on. It's a work of
Yeah,
it's a production.
It's a production. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of planning that goes into it. So unless we have some sort of special event where it's like not really an official podcast deal, then we'll do it. But it won't be for a very long time. So there's your answer. Okay, this is a good one. Mr. Nate in the Discord, he asks, where do we think the direction that old school RuneScape is going, in terms of wanting, in terms of what the old school RuneScape player base kind of wants, like where will it be in 5 to 10 years?
Wow.
So yeah, and it's a pretty deep one. I don't know. What do you guys think?
You want to take this one, Anions, or you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, let me think about this. You can take this one.
Okay. Well, if they continue pumping out the content that they're doing, I feel like the player base is gonna definitely increase over the time. Because I mean, look at what mobile fucking did. So I feel like the player base will definitely increase over time, but just get better at announcing shit.
Get better at delivering prizes.
Get better at that first, because that really has an impact on how your players view you as a company. Like if you're poor with your customer support, Twitter and fucking Reddit, then you're gonna look like a bit of a joke in that regard. But in terms of the game itself, I see the game just getting better and better from here on out. Like 5 to 10 years down the road, that's a bit of a fucking ways now. Jesus.
Yeah, anything can happen.
And anything can happen in that time. That's a bit of a fucking stretch. But as of right now, I see the game just going uphill from here.
I agree. I could definitely see it only getting better, as long as they just stick to their listening to the community and doing what, like basically letting us help create the game in a way. I can only see it really getting better. I don't think it's gonna get bad. I mean, maybe there'll be there'll be a few things, like a few forks in the road that be like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that. But that happens with everything. Nothing can be absolutely 100% perfect. So I can. You're right. I can see it only going uphill from here. I don't think it's ever gonna, go downhill. But 5 to 10 years down the road, that is a big stretch, and anything can happen in that time. So
yeah, anything could happen, including I don't know if you guys remember this. It was a big survey they sent out a while ago, and it kind of got leaked from their studios that they are working on some sort of RuneScape game that's not it's not associated with RuneScape 3 or Old School. It's like its own thing. So it might be on console or something. So honestly, we just have no idea what this is or where it could lead us. I don't know. I'd be very surprised if Old School was around 5 years from now, honestly.
Really?
I do honestly. I don't know. I don't know. If you look at just what's happening to gaming everywhere,
yeah,
there's no telling what twist and turn it's gonna take. I mean, you see what fucking things like Fortnite are doing, and people are settling for simplicity now. So it's really hard to get people into a game like RuneScape, where it takes a lot of investment. It's not very fast paced, and I don't know. I don't see the generation of kids specifically, because we're gonna fucking grow up. I mean, that's there's no doubt about it. Even if you have a career in making RuneScape content, you're gonna move on from RuneScape eventually with your life, I guess. So 5 to 10 years from now, I mean, we don't know what's gonna be hot on the market. 10 years ago, 2009, what the fuck was that? What was coming out? Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like
something like that. Yeah,
I don't know. Like, you just see all the games that were coming out in that time between then and now. Like, everything's changed, and I do get Old School RuneScape has like these roots that it's nostalgic in a way for guys who've been around for a while. But I mean, 5 to 10 years from now, you're going to have this whole new generation getting in the video games, and I don't see them migrating to RuneScape with all this shit that's coming out. So I don't know. That's my 2 cents on it. I mean, obviously I hope for the best. I hope Old School RuneScape lasts long, but I don't know. I don't think it will, unfortunately. But maybe it will. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Jagex. Step your shit up. Let's go. All right. So next question. These are questions that I found, fun questions I thought we could talk about. First one. If life were a video game, what would some of the cheat codes be? Or the cheat codes, top 2. Let's say top 2 cheat codes that you'd want in your life. We'll start with you, Anions.
Oh my god. If my life was a video game and I had 2 cheat codes that I could do. Oh man.
It's a hard one.
The good questions are always the hardest ones to answer. And then they make you think.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think, like, what could I be like, man, what have I done in life where I'm like, man, I wish I had a cheat code? Like,
I'm thinking of Grand Theft Auto right now, the different things you could do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. GTA.
There's so many.
I think what I would want to do, I would want a slow motion world around me where I kept in real time and everyone else fucking slow mode.
That'd be fun.
Yes.
I feel that'd be crazy. Like super slow motion. Like
you could get so much stuff done.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
In a day.
Yeah. I mean, not only that, but also like, I don't know. I feel like you could get away with things.
Oh, dude, you could definitely get away with things. You can just do things and get away with it.
Not that I'm a dick or anything, but I would definitely just like steal things because if they look on the cameras, you're gonna be like flying by. Like they have no time to identify your face or anything. Like I don't know. I would take advantage of it. I mean, not this. I don't steal things. I think it'd be fun to do stealing shit if your world was that fucked with like slowing down time. I don't know.
Shit.
I guess one of them, what I would do, this isn't even like creative, right? Because I gotta really think about this one, but I don't want to spend the whole podcast just like So probably what I would do is do a cheat code to become Spider-Man.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah,
like
that's a very basic answer, but
so
you
would mod the game. You would mod the game of life.
Yeah, exactly.
With the Spider-Man mod.
Yeah, because how sick would that be? You can't really argue with that.
Hellwind, what are you thinking?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of like a certain one, but I thought of one that'd be kind of fun. Is just fucking like moon gravity. Bounce around like a fucking moron.
Cool. Halo jumps.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Now that'd be fun. Just bounce around like a fucking moron all day.
That'd be great.
I think that'd be fun.
So next one I got. If you were transported 400 years into the past with no clothes or anything else, how would you prove that you were from the future?
We talked about this one a little bit.
We did talk about this a little bit. And me and Hellwind were kind of like we're like, so how would you do this? So I'm thinking, okay, here I am. I got transported 400, was it 400 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got transported 400 years into the past. How would I tell them that?
Naked. You have nothing.
I have nothing. I'm just a person. Nothing on me. Okay. So if I encountered a person and they're like, oh, like, who are you? I'd be like, oh, no, dude, I'm from the future. The way I would tell them is, this is the only way it could work. Either you are a history, just smartest history person in the world. You know history like no one else's business. And you could be like, okay, what's the date today? Oh, it's whatever date. Oh, it's this time. Oh, this is going to happen in 5 minutes. Just watch and learn. And they'll be like, what? And then the event happens. That's the only way you could possibly convince them you're from the future. You know what I'm saying?
But what? I don't know. I feel like there's problems with the butterfly effect there, you know? There's like, because if you say like that's going to happen over there. See, what you'd have to do is you'd have to think about discoveries that we'd made. And like, you're going to be the fucking guy that discovers it because that's it.
Oh, then that's a butterfly effect issue there though.
No, it's not. Because if
you'd be rewriting history at that point.
No, dude, fucking electricity. Like,
you'd be rewriting history then.
Yeah,
but then,
that's fine.
You're
no, it's not. We don't know that.
What do you
mean it's fine? You could like change history completely then.
Yeah, okay, so totally basically what you're saying is basically if we were transported 400 years into the past, we are so fucked. We're getting sent straight to the guillotine, our heads chopped off in front of the public. That's
they're gonna do some medieval shit to you, dude.
Yeah, sorry. If I don't have my iPhone, I'm fucked.
Stones at you.
Yeah, if I didn't have my iPhone or something, like I'm not smart enough to do shit to prove anything.
Yeah,
so.
If you don't have something specifically from the future, you're done.
Yeah,
you're just a crazy psychopath who's naked waving your dick in the streets.
Yeah. You're gonna die.
You're gonna die.
They're throwing the center blocks to your ankles. You're dead.
Okay,
you're done, dude.
So, I want to get to the real question at the very end, but I've got one more. Anions, you brought this up.
Sure.
The craziest facts that you have no reason of knowing, but you know them because you're a psychopath, pretty much. So why don't you kick it off with your grand fact here?
Okay, when I discovered this fact, I just was blown away. It makes sense now that I know it, but okay, here we go. So, do you guys know the reason that pirates wore eye patches?
Yeah, so they could see underneath their ship when it's dark.
Okay. All right. Well.
What?
Oh, geez. Oh, do you think I didn't know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wore an eye patch so that the lighting of their eyes could see under the ship when it's dark.
Damn it.
The shit? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it basically adjusts their night vision, so it's covered up in darkness all day with the eye patch. That way, when they go underneath the ship where it's completely dark, they can see fine.
Yeah.
That's fucking interesting.
Yeah,
actually.
it's a good one. Hellwind, do you have one that you know?
Not that I know of. Like,
really? You don't know any facts? So. You spend a million years on the fucking internet.
I spend a lot of time on the internet. Yeah, you're right. Most of the things I know are from like hentai, so you probably don't want to know any of that shit.
Yeah, I do not. I've got one. I've got one for you guys. I don't know how I came across this. So okay, you know, at a concert, it's like averaging what 150, 160 decibels.
Uh-huh.
Okay. With a decibel level of 1,100, it is enough force of gravity to cause a black hole to form.
No
in
way.
The universe. Swear to God. 1,100 decibels would create a black hole in the universe. Like a huge one. Not even like a small black hole. Like a huge black hole. That's how loud 1,100 decibels is.
Want to go test that?
Wait, so... Whoa, really?
Yes, I swear to God. So here's the reason. This is what got me. At first, I was like, that's like not that much more than a concert, really. Like, that's like 10 times more as a concert. But it's not true. Because 10 decibels, let's say there's something that's 10 decibels, and then there's something that's 20 decibels. 20 decibels is not 2 times more than 10 decibels. It's 10 times more.
Shit.
Yeah. So if you think about it, it's actually a shit ton more loud than a fucking concert.
Yeah.
Like it's way more than 10 times louder.
Okay, so so if we found a way to do that, would we even survive the loudness to even see the black hole?
Probably
no.
Our head would explode.
I think at 180 to 200 decibels is when it's so loud that your lungs literally collapse on the inside and you die. So no, we would not. You
wouldn't even survive it.
Yeah, you would not survive that. And I think I read somewhere that the asteroid that fucked the dinosaurs up was like 250 decibels or something like that when it collided. So that gives you an idea of like the actual system. Yeah, it might have been. It was either 250 or like 400. I can't remember. It was a YouTube video I saw. Yeah,
dude,
still not even
so
close.
Interesting. How did they figure that out?
I don't know, dude. Scientists are fucking psychopaths. So
that's actually really interesting.
Yeah, I know. It blew my mind. I didn't know what to do with myself. So
I sit there and just ponder it for a little bit.
I know. So I have one last thing to bring up. Right. This is going to be a direct target for someone in this call out of the three of us.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah, I know you're ready. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Of course. 100% yes.
100% yes, you say, Anions.
Yeah, 100% yes.
And Hellwind, what do you think?
Fuck off. Absolutely not.
I could not agree more with Hellwind right now.
Okay,
Anions, that is the most disgusting thing you could possibly do to a pizza.
Okay. All right. Here
that
we
is
go.
Repulsive.
We're gonna have a little debate here. Now let's okay, here's the premise. I'm either gonna change your mind or
Absolutely not.
We'll find common ground. But
no.
Okay, all right.
Look, you're allowed to your opinion, but it doesn't mean it's right.
Sure. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, I know. Let me ask you, why do you think pineapple on pizza is gross? Go.
First of all,
it's okay. Go ahead, Jimmy.
First of all, the aesthetic. That it is so unpleasing to the eye. There's no good assortment of pineapple on pizza that's gonna make me go, oh, that looks delicious. It's a complete shit show. Whatever.
It's repulsive to look at.
It's disgusting to look at. Second of all, the contrast between the sauce and the sweet sensation of a pineapple in your mouth at the same time.
It doesn't mix.
It mixes like chocolate milk and Diet Coke, and I'm a big Diet Coke guy, and I would never put chocolate milk in my Diet Coke, ever. So that is, it should be a sin. It should actually be a law that you cannot put pineapple on pizza, or any fruit for that matter, but especially pineapple.
Well, hang on, Jimmy. Back that one up a little bit. Tomato's a fruit. Let's keep that in mind here.
That's a debate too, but what else?
But anyway, get the fuck out of here with that pineapple. Like, that is the most disgusting
How are you going to come back from this, Anions? I'm very curious.
It is the worst.
It's very easy. It's not a hard thing. Because pizza, we can all agree here that we, all three of us, like pizza.
Of course.
Pizza is great.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
you
great.
have pizza. A very good thing on the pedestal of good things. Like, that is a great thing. And then you have pineapple. Everybody loves pineapple. We can agree that all three of us like pineapples, right?
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Easy. Watch this. So we have pizza, an amazing thing that humans have created. Pineapples, another juicy, delicious thing. You have two good things.
Okay.
Two great things. If you combine two great things, now this isn't always the case, but in this case it is. Combining two great things can only make an even better thing. My other debate is, have you guys, okay, like there's weird food combinations. Like people come up with crazy things. Like, have you ever had, I've had this before. I've actually had this and it's good. Peanut butter on a hamburger.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that. I've heard of that. But the thing is with that, it's not pineapple and pizza. So it's just.
But that doesn't matter what it is, because
yes, it does.
Peanut butter on a burger doesn't look good. It doesn't sound good.
Actually, that doesn't sound good at all. It sounds pretty.
It doesn't sound good, nor does it look.
And I like peanut butter, and I like burgers, and it sounds awful.
It's like, because when I look at a burger, I'm like, damn, that's a good burger. And if I see some goopy peanut butter on it, I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Diarrhea looking shit dripping
and it's
out.
good.
Like, no,
that's the thing. It's good. So pineapples that look.
You're
good.
a psychopath, Anions.
No, I'm not. Pineapples are yellow, and they are a beautiful looking fruit.
Jesus Christ.
And you put it on a beautiful pizza pie. It's good.
All right, we're gonna put you in prison after this. I'm reporting you to the police. But we gotta wrap this up here. We've been going for a while.
I want to know if anyone else agrees with that.
Yes. Okay.
That's the thing.
If you guys, if you're here right now, you put in the comments right now what you think. What's your opinion on this whole matter of pineapple and pizza? Because
75% and I win.
We want to know. Yeah, 75% and Anions wins.
75% and I win. I'm not repolling this.
Yeah, not repolling it 3 times. All right. Well, that about wraps it up. We have a very special guest coming on next. It's not a boy. So that's all I'll tell you. Follow me on Twitter to get a little sneak preview of that soon. And with that being said, we're going to sign off here. So I'll see you guys later.
Take it easy.
Peace out, guys.
All right. Bye, everybody.